When I was 21 and I graduated college, I did not know what I wanted to do with my life. I was lucky as a research assistant at my first job that I had a great manager who mentored me. While I did my tasks as a research assistant, I was also able to explore my interests in data analysis. My manager helped me explore my options and also gave me this book. I'm making this video, Maybe You Should Talk to a Career Mentor, because I'm inspired by my favorite book, Maybe You Should Talk to Someone. It's about a therapist who gives and receives therapy. Everyone is in a different career stage. At some point, you may be a mentor, but at this point, you might be a mentee. There are always people who know more than us, but there are also people who need our support. It's a cycle of giving and receiving advice. First, I'll share the top reasons to have a mentor if you aren't convinced already, my top 3 tips that I tell my mentees or in career sessions, the most important things that I've learned from my career mentors during my journey, and finally, how you can find a mentor and be a mentor. One of the top reasons to have a mentor is that they have more years of experience and can help you learn from their mistakes. Back when I wasn't sure what I wanted to do as a research assistant, my manager helped guide me onto my path. They usually ask you guiding questions to help you find what you want to do and discover how you can utilize your strengths. Finally, they help you look at your career from a different angle. Sometimes you need an outside perspective to guide you with steps that you can take to progress your career. I've been out of college for a while and I've learned a thing or two during my career. Exploring options. It's good to explore different positions early on. While you can make a career change later on, it isn't that easy. That's why it helps to think strategically about the field that you're getting into. Does it match your personality? Do you like the day-to-day? In college, you may feel very tied to your major, but it's good to keep exploring your options. Especially with internships, try out different positions and narrow down what you like and what you don't like. Networking never ends. No matter where you are in your career, it's important to continue making connections with people in the industries that you're interested in. Learn about what people are doing in their work and see whether it's something you enjoy doing. A lot of people don't follow the natural career progression of starting from an entry level to a senior, to a manager, to a director. There are people who go in different directions. There's a lot of self-discovery in your career, but you can also have some guidance from people who are in the field. Working on your skills. Do not send your applications into the abyss. Take the time to build your skills and use the free resources that you can. But once you've exhausted the free resources and have already talked to a lot of people who have the role that you're interested in, it's time to consider whether you want to accelerate your career by getting into a master's program or using a boot camp, for example. If you already have some job experience, that might be enough to help you apply to jobs. But if your career is completely different from what you're trying to apply for, you may need to invest some of your time and money into a graduate program. Don't forget to explore your options to find the right job for you, continue networking, and learn from people who are open to giving you career advice, and take the time to build your skills before applying to jobs. So those are my top tips. And now you'll hear the top tips that I've gotten from my mentors. During my career, I have had mentors with varying levels of communication. I've had mentors where I connect with them on LinkedIn, and after a video call, they allow me to continue asking them questions. Finally, at my job, we have a short-term mentorship program. This involves being paired with a coworker on the leadership team to have monthly video chats to talk about anything career-related. I've been finding these helpful because I've been paired with a VP from a different team. My mentor has reminded me to speak up and be visible during meetings. She explained to me how her husband had been passed up for a promotion because he was letting other people shine in the meetings. In order to move up the career ladder, you do have to contribute value in meetings. What I've learned is that you have to bring business impact in order to succeed in your role. If you're not at the job stage yet, remember to put yourself out there when you're applying for jobs. Even if you don't get the job, the worst thing that can happen is that you're rejected, but you learn something. When I've applied for jobs, I've been rejected so many times, but I've learned a little bit from each one. Some rejections cut a little more deep, but those are also the most meaningful learning experiences. Let me give you a specific example. Just recently, I applied internally to another job. My manager was fully supportive of this possible internal transfer. However, I was rejected. Unfortunately, I did not check all of the boxes for this analysis position, but I asked for feedback on what I need to work on, and I'm going ahead and building those skills. This is one of my favorite things that I've learned from my mentor. It's when you're applying for jobs and you don't think you have the relevant skills. Think of your past experience as a net that you're bringing forward to your new role. Even if you think you're not qualified for the position, you have relevant knowledge. So I've learned a lot from my career mentors, and I love to continue sharing career tips through my videos, as well as through personalized career sessions. Sign up on the link below. Some other places where you can find career mentors. If you're still in college, there are a lot of clubs that provide career mentorship. As I mentioned, I do a lot of networking through LinkedIn. If you're not in school, you can always use LinkedIn to connect with people. Use a message like this, and after asking them questions during a video call, they might still be willing to continue chatting with you. This can turn into an informal mentorship. I've received some of the best advice from people that I've talked to just through LinkedIn. Another place you can find a mentor is through your current internship or work. One of the best places for a mentor is your manager. You may be lucky that you have a manager that not only assigns tasks to you, but also guides you through your current career stage. Really assess the manager you'll be working with when interviewing for jobs. Who knows, you might find a really great mentor. You can also find mentors from websites that are legit, such as this one. I've used this website before, and I can confidently say that I've received valuable mentorship advice. So whenever you're feeling lost in your career, know that you can seek out a career mentor. And when you found your way, you can give back and be a mentor for others.